We talked a ton since Christmas about the mentality around our program, and we're trying to shatter a losing mentality. And I just felt like I haven't done a good enough job of changing that mentality. There's a comfort level with losing around our program that's been, it's not their fault, it's not, it's just, it's a subconscious acceptance of losing. And we spent some time over Christmas thinking about it, changed some things up, talked about believing we were capable of winning, that we deserved to win. Because a lot of times out there it doesn't look like we believe it. It looks like we're a little bit scared of winning, because losing is a lot easier than winning. And you don't win a game like that without believing in yourself, believing in each other, believing in your team. The way we won, having a lead late, they executed great. We struggled to execute. They took the lead in overtime. It would have been an easy time to just fold and say, here we go again, and our guys didn't do that. And that's a mentality I'm really proud of. We looked in the overtime like we expected to win the game, and hopefully that's a good step for us in this program.
Kevin, toward that end, and it's going to happen in the course of the game, but there's things like, I think you guys had a shot clock violation. Your shot came up a little short. You guys had kind of spread and kind of worked the clock down. And there were a couple of situations like that late in the game, but yet when it comes down to the nitty-gritty, it seems like, obviously tonight it was kind of at the foul line late. You just, had that opportunity, you were able to cash in.
Coach believes in me. He puts me in a point to score, and then when we need a bucket, he knows he can count on me to get it done. And I didn't quite get it done tonight. I got turned the ball over, so I just know when I went to the free throw line, I had to make up for the turnovers and the missed shots and stuff like that.
So does it really does that actually any of that go through your mind? I have to make up for that? Or?
Yeah, when I'm at the free throw line, I can't miss these free throws.
I think we finished, if my math is correct, 15 for 16 from the foul line down the stretch after starting out 1 for 9 or 1 for 10 or something like that. We were 9 for 9 in overtime, which shows a lot of guts, shows a lot of courage, and shows a belief, that we expect to win.
Till, could you talk about, it's an interesting matchup. You guys went up against a team that's very hard to rebound against, yet at the offensive end, especially in the first half, it seemed to be a good fit for you, for your style of game. Could you just talk about being able to execute the plays in the post tonight?
Yeah, we introduced some new plays, and we executed them. So Coach put me in a good position under the basket where I like to get the ball. So that really helped me, I think, to score around the rim.
There was a moment, and I don't remember what the time. I think it was in overtime where maybe it wasn't. Yeah, it was 23 seconds left in overtime when Sean drove in and got the basket and got knocked down. And you've been around a little bit longer, so I'm curious. That particular moment when Lawton makes the basket, the bench empties to go out and pick him up off the court. And I just thought, to me, that I've seen a lot of benches that, there's some emotion, but that was the first time in a while I can remember seeing the whole group. It was like every guy who had anything to do with the team was on the floor. Could you just talk about that that kind of a dynamic, and having a guy make a play? And
yeah, it's been a while. Like you said, I think that shows how together our team is, and we have everyone in his body, and if somebody plays or not, everybody believes, and I think we really grew as a team, which was not maybe always the case over the last years since I'm here.
Anything from you, some of that particular dynamic? You guys, there's so many guys in and out of the game, but that stuck with me. He I don't know why, I put my head down to write it down, and I looked up, he was still kind of on his butt, but there was a swarm of guys going over to get him.
I would just say it's a reflection of how practice has been these last 4 days. We've just been working really hard, and we knew we were in a position to win. And for a guy like Sean, who had a lot of ups and downs this year, that was a highlight for him.
So without reading too much into this, Coach obviously indicated this looks like one of those. It was a losable game to use to kind of surmise what he said. Are you guys feeling as though there's a potential for things to really significantly change here, based on that kind of an effort?
I'd all go back to how we practice, honestly. Like, if we have, like, good practice leading up to a game, like, I think our chances are good to beat anybody. But if it's sluggish and going through the motions in practice, like, it carries over to the games.
Yeah, when I liked how Coach made the point when we started practice after the break that we got to change it, because, I mean, we kept losing, and at one point you got to change it. So I think, like, it was good that he emphasized it, and I think over the last 4 days everybody put in extra work and everybody worked hard. So I think we can go from this win maybe on a streak, There are definitely winnable games coming up.
Does that game, is there anything different about the way this one feels? I mean, you haven't won a ton of games the last season and a half, but I mean, can you compare that to a feeling that you haven't had in a while, or maybe Zaku's basket last year, the game?
Yeah, I would say probably Zaku's basket was probably the last time since then, yeah.
But it's interesting, we've got to respond. We talked a lot this week about responding immediately to the message, to what's in front of us. After we beat Wagner last year, I thought, okay, we're going to be feeling good about ourselves. We went to Dartmouth and we laid an egg. We came back from Central Connecticut. We had won 2 games in a row. We had some home games. We played Army. We played Dartmouth at home. We really didn't look like we expected to win. We almost looked like we were afraid of it. So now we've got to respond. That's the next step for this program. We've proven we're capable. Now we've got to respond.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.